Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien in Santa Barbara here the morning of Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. Today I'm doing an editorial on the Georgia Senate races. Well, seems like all national news is on the Georgia Senate races because it says it'll control the Senate. Yeah. But let's look at them and see what's going on here. On the Kelly Loeffler Raphael Warnock situation there, let's look at the two candidates. Raphael Warnock is saying that Loeffler's taking everything out of context. Did I say? Well, maybe the context problem is you, Mr. Warnock. You're such a, well, how would you say, hypocrite, I would say. Because you're supposed to be a reverend, and you're supposed to be a man of the cloth. And what are you doing in politics? Those two don't mix, remember? Jesus Christ said, render to Caesar what is Caesar and to me what is mine. Or you are Jesus Christ's property. And a politician is Caesar's property. You never mix the two. And you never mix them in your pulpit either. You're supposed to be helping the people with their faith. And you can talk about the issues that are going on, but you can talk them as a faith issue, not as a political issue. And then you get factions. Yeah. And pigmentation issues, which you don't even understand, and you're trying to instigate other people to look at it your way. And look at the people you associate with. Jeremiah Wright, an instigator. Fidel Castro. Well, if anybody doesn't know about Fidel Castro, and I grew up with Fidel Castro. When I was born, he took power. So most of my life, he's been there. Yeah. So that doesn't say much for you, Mr. Warnock. And are you taking money outside of Georgia? Yes. This is a Georgia. And what does the Georgians say? You never said that. The state of Georgia should be the stepping stone. And they should say, we are the state of Georgia. We joined this union for certain reasons. And you, as a caretaker to us, representing the federal government in the union, should take our views and our constituency first. And if the issues that come in for national issues relate to us, then we vote that. If it doesn't, then we vote the way the issue says, not the way you want to vote. Okay? That is for Mr. Warnock. For Ms. Loeffler, you're an elitist lady. And you never should say, I uphold what the President of the United States says. You represent the state of Georgia. You have no allegiance to the President. Just because he's a Republican. And that's the problem with you and Mr. Warnock. Republicans and Democrats. That's a faction. You represent the people of Georgia. The Georgians. There should be no such thing as, I gotta uphold the President of the United States because he's got a vote that's going to help me. Really? You should get your votes on your own. And you should tell the people what it is. And when you're answering questions, neither you nor Mr. Warnock on that debate answered any questions. When they were saying, why do you not tell the President of the United States, you lost, time to go home? Which he did. It's lost, time to go home. If he wants to come back in 4 years, that's his business. If he wants to go over there and do a rally, that's his business, but he shouldn't use Air Force One. And what does the state of Georgia need? That's the problem. Have you talked to Governor Kemp and asked, what, are we really in trouble here in the state of Georgia? No. Therefore, I wouldn't vote for either one of you two. Now on the other two, John Ossoff, he's just a puppet being used by the leftists. That's all he is. His money's coming from outside Georgia. Sometimes he doesn't even live here. And he does business with say, shady characters, if you can say that. His agenda is not Georgia. His agenda is his views and wherever he can get power. That's all his agenda is. In his opposition, Mr. Perdue, he's just a politician, a businessman turned politician, who somebody else is running his string and putting the strings on him. So when they say jump and he says how high, he's just a marionetted guy. That's all he is. I don't see a true candidate in any of these four candidates here. Therefore, as a favorite alien from another planet, I would say you Georgians. Really? You're going to waste your votes on them? Because neither one of them, any of the four, have your interest in mind. This is your favorite alien in Santa Barbara. Good day.